Hello everyone, Gilbert here. Welcome to Red Dragon Model Works. It's just a video showing you where I'm at with Banshee. Did a few little tweaks here and there on her. I'm at the point now where I'm trying to figure out the best way to do her suspension. I've gone through a few different little mock-ups on it, and I think I figured out the best way to do it. I was going to go with a few kit parts, but I think the best way for me to do this would be to make some of my own. Also, being that it's a 1/48 scale, it's a lot smaller than Blasphemy was. So, you know, and being a P-51 Mustang, the fuselage is a lot thinner. So, I'll show you guys all that in a second. Also, just wanted to say that it's pretty cool, man, that you see other people out here building these. I've been asked, you know, what would the name of this genre be? I'm calling it Aero-Fantasma. Aero-Fantasma. You can call it whatever you want. I think Dr. Cranky's also calling it an Aero-Phantom builds, which is Aero-Fantasma. So, yeah, that's what I'm calling it. You guys can call it whatever you want. I don't think anyone has a lock on a name on them. Again, this is not, the idea was not mine to begin with. It's just something I saw months and months ago and decided to build, and I'm just happy to see other people, you know, jumping on it. It was good to see Dr. Cranky, you know, he got inspired and he's building this, which, by the way, man, that 109 is going to look sick, man. You guys ought to check his video out, man. Damn good video. And then you have Jan Har. He's doing that, I believe it's a Kate. No, it's not a Kate. He's doing the Japanese plane. You have CK Philly. He's also doing one. He's doing a Jug. You have, I believe his name is Patrick. Forgive me, McTee, I believe. I think. No, not McTee. Well, he's doing one. That's this brother right here, Patrick. And you have Richard Welling, who's doing a Black Widow. You know, so it's pretty cool. I believe there's a couple other guys here and there that are doing one. But I was asked, hey, do you mind if I do one? Oh, hell no, man. It's not a group build, guys. This is just a build. If you guys want to do one, by all means, man, build one. You know, there's not a group build. It's not a closed group build. It's not something. It's just something that we thought, well, I thought was pretty cool. Dr. Cranky, you know, he wanted to build one. You know, we thought it would be pretty cool if other people, you know, got inspired and built one. And that was what we're seeing now. So, anyway, you guys stick around a second. Let me flip this camera around. I'll show you where I'm at with Banshee. Show you her cockpit. And we'll take it from there. Be back in a second.
All right, here I am with this is the cockpit. Now you can barely see inside there, but all those dials I ended up touching up with some steel paint, and then I dry brushed the whole control panel. You can barely see that. It's not focusing in good enough. And then for the dials, once I had that all painted and dry brushed, I took some micro crystal clear and I put a dollop on there, and it actually looks like there's glass in there. So that's what I did there. I left the control yoke, as you can see, because I wanted it to look like it's a handbrake or something. And I added a steering wheel in there. And what I used for that was watch parts, you know, or as Dr. Cranky calls it, cranky gold. Come on, focus for me. And so there's some details painted on the side. You have on the top there, you have the sighting mechanism. And there's the seat. And it looks really nice. I mean, that steel dry brushed on there, came out really nice. And for that, I used Ushi Vanderhoven powders, as you can see. So, floor is painted, and then the same thing scuffed up. There's the on and off switches, you know, all that. And then, of course, the batteries in the back. So yeah, there's the cockpit. Now, I'm not going to put that in until, and there's the other side right there. All the little details in there. The knobs painted, stuff like that there. The hoses. So I'm not going to put this in until I have this all buttoned up. And I'll be right back to show you what I got with this. Be back in a second. Okay. Excuse me. So this is where I find myself at the moment. This is Banshee. I used some drop tanks, and if you remember my last video, I glued it to some card, the halves to the card. Now I got this glued to this, and that little piece in the back there simulates like a plate. So now I just got to put some bolt detail around here where let me see if I can get that right there where I carved out those little notches. This simulates some bolt holes in there. And I just may go around this and put some, well, no, forget it. I'm thinking too much. See, that's what happens. So I'm going to leave this alone. Put the bolt detail in there. I used the pieces of the tail that I cut off from here, and I'm going to give it that little profile right there. I still need to cover this piece up with a little card. That's going to be right here is my fuel cell. There'll be some wires coming out of there, some plumbing coming out of there, running alongside the top of this into here, maybe one running along from there, either coming across to here or down into here. But we'll see. I haven't figured that out yet because, as you can see, she's just tacked in there. So that's what I'm going to do with the fuel cells. There's still going to be something right here, and I'll show you guys that in a second. I've got a couple of guns that I'm going to put here, and that's one of them. So the guns will sit. Shoot. Sorry about that, guys. I got these guns. They're going to sit on her, like right here. And then there's also a piece of armor that's going to go up and across here, and the guns will be peeking right through that. So it'll be a little armor plate, and that's what's going to help secure the front end of the gun, like so. She's also going to be sitting on like a little piece of styrene, like right here, like that. Or, see, I was going to put them up against the fuselage, but still, no. As far as her mufflers are concerned, where's the other one? So you can see right there, I've got that a little piece of card there. The mufflers will sit right inside here, like so. They're going to go in here, glued in. Darn it. I'm going to glue these inside here, if I can get that in there without, and they're going to go in like that. Just like that. And then that little piece that I'm going to put here that helps to hold this in has two holes in it, and one's going to hold the muffler in. So that's that. Now the front end, I had this piece here from an old kit that I had broken on accident. And I was thinking about using these pieces here, you know, to anchor the tires. Too busy. So what I'm going to do is I mocked this up just for shits and giggles. These tires are not what I'm going to use, although they would have been cool, but I'm not going to use them because I only have 2 of them. If I had 4 of them, it'd be great. I might have to cut this down a little bit, like right up in here. Take a little, maybe about 1/8 of an inch out of this to bring this wheel in a little bit more. And then use some brass tubing to bring it all together. But
I'll probably take out about either a quarter of an inch or an eighth of an inch out of here. That's about a ½ inch from here to here. So if I take out about a quarter of that and then bring this wheel assembly in some, it'll give me what I'm looking for. This is going to sit right here like so. So it'll give you that top profile. As you can see where I want to, I may bring it in, I may not. We'll see what happens when I slap it all together. Just like that there. And then you have the front end that'll be like right here. So that's where I'm at now. I'm just getting it all together, trying to figure out the best way to do this, you know. I'm kind of liking the profile of that. And then once her cockpit is on, this is a spare one I got, but once that is put on there, where is it? This is the actual cockpit for the kit, and that'll sit like, well, it's about the same size. So we'll sit that one. That'll sit like that. And then there's a front piece here. Now what I may do is not even use this rear end part and just put the front end on there, the front piece of the cockpit on there. So, but this is the profile of Banshee as she sits right now. And then with her nose cone will be in there, and then you got those mufflers. She's gonna look really mean. I still got to put all the little pieces in here. There's a couple of pieces that still need to go in here. But she's getting there. I smoothed down. I don't know if you can see that. And, well, no, the light's bouncing off it. I got most of them turned down too, but that white. Well, I smoothed down the bolt detail in here. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there it is. I smoothed down the bolt detail in there, so it's not as pronounced, but it's there. It looks pretty cool. Once I paint it, I'll weather those, because this is metal. This is aluminum. You'll be able to weather those down a little bit. I also thought, in order to mount that rear end, I got this from an old Star Wars kit I had, a piece of junk kit, and damn light. And right here, geez, I got no light in here, and they're still bleeding in. Right there, this piece here, it's in two pieces. This bottom piece has that little round piece on there. And I was thinking of opening this up, taking this top piece off right here, sawing that off, splitting these open, and using this bottom part right here, and then gluing it to the front end there. There's that bottom piece right there. Up underneath here to help support that front end. Not there yet though. Close, but not there yet. But there she is. There's Blasphemy. That's going to be how she looks. And I'm also thinking I have some missiles that I'm thinking about putting here. It all depends on how that front end sits, because I don't want those to hit. You know, where you got a couple of missiles shooting out of that. I don't want it to hit here. I might even just put them up underneath here if I got enough clearance with the wheel. Put 2 missiles there so she can use them to shoot. But she's coming together, guys. So that's it. I should have her buttoned up. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to take off today. And then tomorrow I'll sit down and I'll start doing her front end before I button it all up. I don't want to put the cockpit or anything in yet until I have a good idea that I don't have to drill into that body, because it'll be easier for me to drill into it with 2 halves than it would be to try to run a drill through the whole thing, because I didn't put the motor in. Actually, there was no motor with this, so it would make sense for me just to leave it into 2 halves if I have to drill into the frame, into the body of it, rather than have to run a big, and then risk not lining those holes up. But she's coming along. As far as paint job is concerned, I have no idea, guys. I have no clue what color I want to paint this. So, but there she is. Let me know what you guys think down here, man. She's coming along. After this one, I'm going to take a break and see if I can work on that Dr. Cranky build, for the calendar. But there's my update for Banshee. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the subscription and the great comments. Hey, if you guys got a plane you don't mind chopping up, by all means, guys, by all means, join us. So, I'd like to thank you all for the support you guys have given me. Don't forget this Saturday, the Styrene Syndicate show, Styrene Syndicate Hangout. So, go join our Facebook page, Styrene Syndicate community page, and the Styrene Syndicate YouTube page, also with the Google+. So you guys have a good one, man. It's Red Dragon saying, man, if you can think it up here, guys, if you can think it up here,